Going to see some tools in here you have never seen before. When you need to have it, you want to make sure you have it. I learned that the hard way. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever seen one of these before. What's good? It's your boy Chevy back with another video. What I want to walk you guys through today is actually showing you guys how essential some tools are for me to have in the shop, in the garage here to really work on cars. Now, you may be asking yourself, why should I listen to this guy, right? It's some random YouTuber. Why should I listen to him about garage tools? Well, I originally went to school for applied sciences to work on automobiles specifically, right? I actually went to school, did that, and actually specialized in Toyotas as a Toyota technician. Now, years later, why am I no longer an automotive technician? Really, the big reason there is I was working on cars all day. When I got home, I didn't want to work on my own car. So I sort of started to lose a passion for working on cars. As I moved out of that field and into the field that I work in nowadays, that passion has really come back. It's really driving in here for me. Hope you guys are really going to enjoy some of these garage essential tools that are really making your life a lot easier to not only work on your BMW, which is where I'm going to spend a lot of attention here because I do a lot of work on my BMW, but this also applies to other vehicles. You're going to see some tools in here you have never seen before, and I definitely recommend that you guys get yourself these tools because they are so essential. They help. They make the job a lot easier, and they also improve the quality of life when you're working on vehicles. I hope you guys are excited to see this video. I put a lot of time into this. I hope you guys are excited. With that said, I am not just some random YouTuber. I'm actually a guy who did this for a living, made a living, raised my family off of it, switched careers, but I definitely have some good tips in here for you guys to go ahead and make sure you have as well. I'll make sure I leave any links below for any of the tools that you may see. You may not see the exact same tool. I'm going to try to find some comparable style tools, but this should definitely help you guys out. Remember, if you hit those links, it helps the channel out, helps me create more content. I can't wait for 2026 coming up here. Man, as you guys know, you guys are seeing this video. We're ready for a good year. It's going to be a big one. Let's go. All right, so starting off, I'm not going to mention any tools that you guys should already have in your garage. I'm not going to mention any like ratchets, wrenches, sockets, things of that nature. I want to put some specialized things in here that you guys will really need to use. So it won't be anything like lights. If you guys want to see a video like that of just like bare minimum tools I recommend, I'll definitely do a video for you guys. Just make sure you leave it in the comment section if you want to see those kind of videos. All right, let's jump off. First things first, right? A very essential tool you want to have in your garage if you're working on your cars, you're going to want to make sure that you have some kind of jack. Now, I'm not going to lift up my jack here right now, but you want to have some kind of jack. I definitely recommend the one from Harbor Freight. There's been plenty of videos. Project Farm has done a video on it where he pretty much showed how comparable the Harbor Freight jack is compared to the Snap-on jack. I'm definitely going to recommend that video. Check that out if you haven't seen that video, but I'll go ahead and put a little B-roll in here so you guys can see what that jack looks like. If you guys have watched my video, you have seen that jack in a lot of videos. It's just very good to use. And pick whatever color you like, you know what I'm saying? I got the burgundy red one. It looks good. It also looks good when I'm lifting up the Corvette. All right, next thing you need to get. This tool right here. This is a 1/2 inch impact gun, right? This thing is awesome. Now, when I used to work in a shop, we used to have what was available to us was all the air tools, all the air compressors, things like that. Nowadays, I see a lot of people, even in the shops now, are using electric because you can go ahead and zip wheels off, put it back up on your toolbox and not have to worry about unplugging hoses, plugging new hoses in, all that stuff, moving around the car with it. This thing is essential, right? If you're not in the shop with air compressors and things like that, you're definitely going to want to get your hands onto a 1/2 inch impact gun. These things are fun. You want to make sure you have a nice sizable battery. I've been using this Ryobi one for about 2 to 3 years now. I'm thinking about upgrading this up to the Milwaukee one. This thing works amazing. You will see me use it in a lot of videos to get lug nuts off. Lug nuts, brake bolts, right? All of the caliper bolts, things like that. You get that to the back of there, pull it off. It's got adjustable right here. Little levels. So if you go level 3, that's how much power it's using. You go down to level 1, not as much power being used. So this thing is very essential for getting off wheel lug nuts, things of that nature, but that's really what I use it for, is wheel lug nuts. All right, moving on to the next tool. This is specific for BMWs, but I'm sure they make it for all different types of vehicles, right? It's going to be this kind of socket for your lug nuts, right? Now, if you look at this one is made by Burger Tuning. This has a plastic coating for the socket. What this does for you is this is the exact size of your lug nut or your lug stud on the BMWs. When you put it in there, this is going to scrape up itself rather than mess up your rim. And this is very essential if you have really nice wheels on your car. You don't want to scratch them up. You get you a set of these with the plastic on the outside, so that way when you're unzipping it and this thing is wobbling in there as it's coming off, is going to scrape this up instead of scraping up your wheels. It makes it look so much cleaner, so much nicer, so much professional, and it doesn't look like your wheels are all nicked up on the inside. That's going to stick out like a sore thumb when people go to check out your whip. So I definitely recommend you get yourself one of these. All right, next up, something that you may have seen, may not have seen. This right here is a wheel holder, right? Go ahead and make sure you guys can see that really nice. This is a wheel holder. So once you get your wheels off of your car, you're going to want to make sure you put one of these in there, right, when you go to put your new wheels on. Now, on BMWs, as you guys know, they don't use lug nuts, so there's no studs already on the vehicle, so you can put the wheel up and mount it on there. This is a replacement for that. You put this into that spot, and then what it allows you to do is actually get your wheel up and into place, so you can put your lug studs into the other areas, take this one out, and put your lug stud into the final area. Very essential. It makes the job so much easier, man. This thing, I probably use this every single time I take the wheels off of my BMW. If you have a BMW, you're going to want to get yourself one of these. It's just essential. Just get you one. You'll love it if you have not done a stud conversion on your BMW yet. And if you guys see me over here and I'm pulling out drawers, this is my Snap-on toolbox. This is what I got as I was working on cars in the technician field. But one thing I really want to point out is this right here, right? Now, I don't know if you guys have ever seen one of these before, but this right here is a wheel torque socket extension, right? And what this does, if you look at that really closely, you can see that that says 80 foot-pounds on there. What this does, when you combine this with the end of this tool, right? What it does is you put your socket on the end, like this. You go to torque your wheel down, right? When you go and use one of these socket extensions, what this is going to do is limit the power that comes out of this right here to 80 foot-pounds. So when you put your wheel back on, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right, in the star pattern. This is going to limit it to 80 foot-pounds. You're not going to over-torque the wheel studs on your BMW. This is an essential tool right here. This allows you to get a nice torque on them, get them all nice and flush onto the vehicle, so when you drop it down, you can torque it down with the torque wrench. This thing right here, this is perfect setup for you, right? You're taking your wheels off, you test fitting wheels, things like that. Get you this full setup, right? You're going to want the 1/2-inch impact gun, the torque socket extension, and then also your socket here with the plastic coating on the outside. This thing is essential. I don't even know how much more to put that in. You guys see this in every single video that I post whenever I remove the wheels on my BMW. I should also state this is not essential to only BMWs. They make these in all different types of foot-pounds, so this is what you'll see when I use it on my cars, and then I'll go ahead and torque it down to the right spec. When I do work on my truck, I'm using this bad boy right here. It's 120 foot-pounds. Now, we used to use this when we did Tundras. I use it for my Silverado, and then I torque it down to spec after the fact. Use that on all the other Toyota vehicles, the smaller vehicles, things of that nature. What you want to do and how you want to spec this out and make sure you get the right one is you want to find out what is the wheel torque spec of your vehicle. Then you're going to go down a bit for the torque extension that you use. That allows you to make sure that you get it onto there and snug, but not over the torque spec that you need to set it to. Zip, 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 right? Then you go ahead and torque it down and finish it off once it's on the ground. So perfect, great setup, everything like that. Definitely recommend, and you guys may have never seen that tool before. Next up, best tool I love to use right here, right? Ratchet driver. I can't even say more words about this. This is a 3/8 inch. This thing works perfect. Battery in it. I use the Milwaukee. This is why I want to upgrade my other Ryobi over there, because I like to use Milwaukee tools. They just work perfectly in all temperatures. That's the best part about them. A lot of times when we get in very cold temperatures, the Ryobi, sometimes like the batteries don't like to hold up to that very cold temperature. I never had an issue with Milwaukee. Now, what this is really essential for is you're doing work in the car, right? You're taking off bolts, you're taking off nuts, things of that nature. This allows you to get in there without having to use a regular wrench. You just squeeze that. It's gonna make your life 100 times easier, 100 times easier. So this would be in one position, flip it back that way. That's going to be tightening it, flip it back the other way. That's loosening things. This thing, if you don't have one of these, once you start using them, it's going to change your life completely. Say you're going to loosen something up, you're gonna get on there, it might freeze on you, right? It's not going to release it. What you gotta do is actually just turn it like a regular wrench, boom, crack it free. Let that do rest of the work instead of sitting there and going like this all the time. This thing right here, lifesaver. Get you one of these. I can't say much more about it. All right, so next thing I want to talk about here. these specific tools right here. These are star pattern, these right here. And I'll make sure I leave it down below for you. You can see I've already used this bit a lot. When you put this in, you're doing certain type of brake changes, things of that nature. You want to have one of these tool sets right here because it's going to allow you to work on a lot of these German vehicles. I used to use it a lot on my Volkswagen. Now I use it on the BMW. A lot of those little bolts and nuts and things in there, they use this kind of pattern. It's very specific to these German vehicles. Make sure you get a set of these. It just makes life a little easier. When you need to have it, you want to make sure you have it. Because the last thing you want to do is have a whole bunch of things apart and then realize you need this bad boy right here. And you're like, oh man, I got to order one of those. So just make sure you have it ahead of time. You never know when you run into it. I learned that the hard way. And the funny thing is I actually have 2 sets of those. So that way, in case one of them breaks, I have an extra one. So I don't have to run out to the store or I don't have to order one online and have my car sitting apart waiting for the part to get in. All right, now I refuse to bore you guys any longer. What I want to talk about is this last tool right here. This tool is a lifesaver. It not only helps me around the house, it also helps me when I'm working on the cars, man. As you guys can tell, we do a lot of work. When you work on your own vehicles, you do a lot of tire rotations, things of that nature. You want to make sure that you have some kind of way to put air into your tires, right? This is the biggest thing, especially if you live in like upstate New York, any area where the temperature can change and fluctuate over the seasons. Your tire pressures are going to go high in certain seasons, going to go low in certain seasons, right? Right now in the winter, it goes low. You want to make sure that you have a nice tire compressor. As you guys can tell, there's a theme here, Milwaukee. These things work amazingly. I don't know why I got this tag on here still. I've had this thing for about 2 years, if not more. This thing right here is phenomenal, phenomenal. It also comes with extra tools on the back here. I use these all the time. This is for pumping up my kids like basketballs, footballs, soccer balls, all things like that. This right here, my wife just used this for my daughter's birthday. You take this thing off, you thread it into the tip of here. You can blow up balloons with this thing. This thing is amazing for that. Up here is also for bike tires, things like that. And then this piece right here, the hose comes out. Screw this into your wheel and it allows you to pump it up. Now, this thing is essential, and the reason why I like this so much is because it works not only for cars, but it works really well when you're using it with trucks too. And that's some of the biggest things you can learn as you work on cars a lot. You want tools that not only works for one certain type, but also works for other vehicles, right? You never know if you're going to have that BMW forever. You may eventually get a truck. You may get an At7. You want to make sure that this thing right here can work on the At7 and pump it up without sitting there for 30 minutes, right? This thing will pump up my truck tires, trailer tires, all those type of things. Even on the dump trailer I used to have, when you had to pump the pressure up really high, this thing did it in no time at all. Without overheating, without feeling like it's about to blow up or something like that. This thing works great. Just you turn it on right there. Boom, it's on. Hope you guys can see that. You press the memory button here and it swaps through my memory. 42, that would be like on my truck. 67 was for some trailers. 35 is for like my wife's RAV4 or the BMW. Boom, and that's it. You really just put it onto the tire, thread it on, press the button, it pumps up the tires. Works phenomenally. You can leave it, come back, and it's gonna set the pressure. All right, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you saw some crazy tools in here that you really like to get your hands on. Make sure you have it in your inventory for yourself. I have so many more tools. Let me just show you guys. This is my whole toolbox right here. I have so many tools, so many things. If you guys want an updated video, another one, right? I can show you guys even more tools, the essentials for them, and why you want to have those in your toolbox, how it can help your life, how it can make things a little bit easier when you're working on your cars, but also when you're working on your BMW like I do. I do a lot of the work myself, so I need to make sure that I have what I need to save the cost at the dealership or other places like that. I hope this video has helped you guys out a lot. I hope you saw some tools for BMWs that you've never seen before or that you may want to add to your inventory to be able to wrench on your car. Other tools that you may see for other vehicles that you could use as well for those. So if you got a BMW but your wife drives a Toyota, things like that, you may want to have some of these tools available to you. And just because you stuck around to the end, I'm gonna throw a bonus one in here for you. This tool right here, these are called pucks. This puck right here goes inside of the jack pad underneath your BMW. I use this every single time I lift up my BMW. You want to make sure that this piece right here goes inside the jack pad. Boom, sticks up in there. You get your jack underneath here. It lifts it up properly without breaking your jack pads. That's a bonus tool for you. Get you a set of these. I love these things. These were from Berger Motorsports as well. Make sure you have a set of those when you go to jack up your car. It makes it so much easier, so much safer, so you can jack it up properly without it being sketchy. And the spot that's around this is plastic on your vehicle, so you want to make sure that you protect that vehicle without breaking those off, and you can be as safe as possible underneath there. Remember, I'm gonna put all the links in the description below. I can't wait to see you in another video. It's your boy Chevy signing out with another one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Yeah, okay. What's up? I've been on a paper chase for months. I've been on a marathon for months. All in all, I can't just get enough. I know.